Almost on a daily basis, we receive emails from people asking us, Jan, I want to learn English, what should I do? I want to learn Italian, what's the best way to learn Italian? Is there such a thing as the best way to learn a language? Hey everyone, my name is Jan van Daa and thanks for watching to Language Boost, the channel for your language learning tips, tricks, and of course motivation, also very important. Is there one single best way to learn a foreign language? Now, if you go to our website, you find out that there is an ebook that you can get for free. It's called How to Reach Fluency in 5 Simple Steps. Is this the holy grail? Is this like the template that you need to learn a foreign language? Well, let me just explain a little bit about what we do here on YouTube, also on our website, and what you can take away from this. So we have learned languages. I've basically been sharing my language learning journey for the past, I think almost the past 8 years now here on YouTube. And what we do is we basically share with you guys what has worked for us and what has not worked for us. Not only for ourselves, but we also share what we see that works for our students. And if you think like, yeah, Jan, he has some pretty good thoughts about language learning, then feel free to use these tips and tricks and use them in your own language learning. And if you think, well, what is this guy telling me now? That's not gonna work for me at all. That's not how I learn languages. Then, do what works for you. I know lots of polyglots personally, also those who have a YouTube channel here, and we agree on many things, but eventually everyone has his own personal way to learn the language. So why do we have this ebook, for example? Well, basically to share with you guys what has worked for us and what hasn't not. And I hope that you guys get a lot of ideas from what we're sharing for you with here, but that doesn't mean that this is the only way to learn a foreign language. The same for our products. We offer language courses as well. We have Vocab Booster and we also have the boot camps. And we wanted to develop a language learning course, a language learning program for beginners. Not just for beginners, but for beginners who want to reach a conversational level as soon as possible. And therefore we have created the boot camps, and in these boot camps we use all these principles that we talk about in these YouTube videos all the time. We teach you the most important vocabulary, not only vocabulary with a high frequency in native content, but we also take into account the number of combinations that you can make with these words so that you can make the most possible amount of sentences from the very beginning, that you can speak a language from the beginning, basically, that you get all this motivation, that you get the momentum. You see, all these things that we're talking about, we have implemented all these principles in our courses, basically, in this case in our bootcamp, and we really see that this is working for most of our students. Well, actually, so far, almost all our students. I'm trying to be humble here, but really, just take a look at the results yourself. We really see people coming in like old Russians or retired Russians, 60 years old, and in 21 lessons of 1 hour, they're not speaking a new language fluently, but they are able to communicate something that they have never been able to do, even when they had to learn the language in school for I don't know how many years. So, we see all these things, we see all these methodologies, these principles that are working for us, but also for the average language learner. And we have created our own products which reflect our philosophy on language learning. And if you like our philosophy, if you feel attracted by it, if you think it can be useful for you, then I would say definitely try it out. If this does not connect to your language learning philosophy, then, well, I hope you're still having a good time watching these videos and that you can learn something from it. But, eventually always do something, always learn the way that works the best for you. And it's not easy to find out what works for you. You have to try many different things. It took me a few years as well to find out how we could learn languages so quickly. But once you know it, then the sky is the limit. You really think you can learn any language, just a matter of course, time and motivation. So is there one template that works for everyone? No, the best way for you to learn a language depends on your current level, the languages you already speak, what do you want to do in the language, what kind of language learning methods have worked for you in the past, have you already learned the language successfully. So many other factors that I cannot give you one answer. You know, I cannot give one answer to the question, what's the best way for me to learn the language? But hopefully you're liking these videos, you're learning from these videos, you find it useful, and you try to implement these tips that we're sharing with you here. And you have to figure out what's working for you. Well, if you like our channel, feel free to subscribe, and then I'm going to see you soon again here on Language Boost. Have a nice day.